welcome back. Growing Clawson Podcast. This is a Clawson Chamber of Commerce podcast powered by Hooper Marketing. Always good to have Walter here. And today we are going to welcome our guest. He is the illustrious businessman, Best of Detroit nominee for both gym and trainer. He is a personal friend, I would say, also a personal bully and professional bully because, you know, he beats me up when he trains me. So the other side of this table is the one, the only, Nathan Jarowski.
Oh, thank you, Alok. I appreciate it.
Hey,
I appreciate the kind words.
We're happy to have you. You know, I'm happy over the last year that we've been able to build such a fun relationship where we just mess with each other for nonstop.
It's been great, honestly.
If you ever want to go to a gym and just have somebody yell at you for 50 minutes, that's sus. then Nathan is your guy.
Or would you rather?
Or so you're either getting yelled at that the amount of weight you're lifting is sus, or he will ask you a bunch of would you rather questions.
But is it wrong though?
It's not.
That's the question. Is it your weight though that you lift? Could you do more?
Correct.
So therefore it is
correct.
sus.
Therefore it is sus. You're correct. So this week I'm on a prescribed lift because of a biopsy in my leg. And I don't need to blow stitches. So I am going to be sus this week, which is okay. But he is,
you gotta love it.
He is correct. He pushes me, to a limit that, I can appreciate.
Yes.
And, I have definitely already had people who are like, hey, have you lost some weight? And I'm just like, oh, hell yeah, that feels great. Aww. I love it. Don't get me wrong. Still, a pile of pudding. But
Alec,
I'm getting to that point.
Alec, that's all. See, the thing is, that's all you. I'm just there for along the ride.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's it.
And I work out and have a great time, and then I destroy all of that progress with Taco Bell.
Let me ask you this. Is JT Fitness the most fun time every day, would you say? Given the atmosphere, given what we have.
Given the atmosphere, given the people that I've worked with, the people that I've experienced, yes. I would. By far. I deal with a lot of ups and downs throughout the day. Don't get me wrong. I love dealing with every business and working with everybody. But when you can just sort of shut off your business brain and
to say at least
listen to some fun trap music in the gym and listen to your trainer basically yell at you, but it's in a fun way.
Roasting.
Getting roasted all the time.
All the time.
And if you've ever
Non-stop.
played the game when you were a child, because I definitely refer this to a child's game, but you ever do that game where you show the circle below your waist, and if somebody looks, you get to hit them.
That one.
He gets me with that all the time, but he does it while I'm in the middle of a lift or something where I'm physically not able to move well enough to not avoid the look. And I consider it cheating to a certain point.
I would say,
but he does a good job.
It might be.
Just
RDLs,
a little bit.
Only on RDLs, right?
Only on the RDLs get me a lot. I definitely RDLs will hit you for sure.
I think RDLs. I think bench press. I think squats.
Yeah. See, bench press I consider cheating because I'm laying down on a bench.
To an extent, yeah, I say so.
And you are, because it's lower,
it's up there?
It's over my head, but it's below your waist.
Up there, right there.
So that in my world is cheating because I have no control over me being lower than your waist.
It's so much fun.
It's
honestly, it's a blast.
It is. It's a blast. I appreciate it. I'm gonna continue to bully you though throughout this episode. So
same.
That's what we're here for.
I will take the shots and I will just bring them right back at you.
There we go. So. All right. So we're gonna start this off with some opening origin story-esque questions. So take us back to the beginning. What sparked the idea for JT Fitness?
Ooh, it's a really good question. I think so I've always wanted to have a business when I was younger. Mm-hmm. Go back to like 7, 8 years old, I'd say.
Yeah.
I didn't know what type of business I wanted to have. It was like I knew it was something in health, like fitness wise. I knew that, but I didn't know quite what. A gym, medical space, whatever it may be, right? PT.
Yeah.
But I knew it was something around that. So I went and got my certification from National Academy of Sports Medicine in 2020. Then after that, then I ended up training at corporate for 2 years at Lifetime Fitness. And then I made the top 10 there in the nation for top 10 client experience and satisfaction. So that was cool too.
That's exciting.
It's cool. Then after that, I left that gig to pursue my online business. So after that, so that lasted about, say, a year, and then I was able to do my studio. And I was looking for a space in Michigan, Detroit, but Clawson was really cool. And there's an ideal space. It's funny. I was looking for a garage door, black ceiling, and on the road.
Yep.
And if you see my space, black ceiling,
garage door on the road. Although I do like to say this every time you tell me, hey, is there any way that we can eliminate 14 Mile Road? So there are no cars driving by. So I think your vision of your building has changed a little bit.
Oh yeah,
from the start, because you wanted it on the road, but you don't want the cars driving by it.
Yes, I want voicemail all myself. So I want all myself. So
we're just gonna put a park in front of JT Fitness. Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll put a park. Yeah. See, now we're in City Hall, so we can talk about that now. We can ask them, hey guys, maybe we should.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let you talk to the city manager about that. And see how that goes.
So I think also a big thing was so health in families is super important. If you're not around for your family, there's no really point in honestly doing anything, right? So when I saw my family that had issues with their health that could have been prevented through strength training, I wanted to be that solution, so that way that people don't have to see what happens if you don't do that, right? So
you're setting people up for success. It's not a long-term I'm just here to train and that's it.
Exactly.
You want to see people live long and prosperous lives, and that's something that I commend you on, because there's a lot of people who do training that focus on the needs of the now, but you look at the whole picture in a long-term phrase, and I think that that's very important for people to see.
Yeah, and the consequence of that too is okay, well, now I have a smaller family now, so given that, I'm like, okay, well, it's an advantage in a way where I can see what happens when you don't do what we do in the gym.
Correct.
And I can be the person to kind of be like a preventative medicine in a way to prevent something happening in the future.
That's fair. It's an opportunity.
It is. Yeah. I think the stuff we do is valuable for not just now, not just for wifey or whatever, but it's valuable way down the road, 10, 20 years from now. So, because that's when the real results show is that amount of time.
Yeah, I'm not getting out of my bed every morning going,
I wish I could just have it. Oh, abs, there they are.
Yeah. Well, we're quite a bit away from that, but eventually we'll get there.
Yeah.
So my next question for you
is,
what is a problem in the fitness industry that you are most excited to solve when you first started?
There's something in the fitness industry called boot camps. Yep. Now, given a lot of my friends, they have boot camp gyms, but also there wasn't enough strength training involved in boot camps. It's just bodyweight stuff. It's push-ups and bodyweight lunges and whatever else it is, right? So, but the solution was strength training. So I'm like, okay, well, how can us as trainers or business owners include more strength training into a session without hurting the bottom line, right? Because honestly, your business owner, you got to also make money somehow, right? So and one-on-ones are not a lot of people can afford $150 an hour. It's funny because when I was training at corporate gyms, There'd be two archetypes. There'd be a archetype where it'd be like a single guy. He's like 50 years old, no kids, they're married, right? He could do all the training in the world, right? He could pay the $152, $200 an hour just to train, right?
Yeah.
Not a big deal, right? Then there's other phenotype or archetype, whatever I call it, where let's call her like, a mom, divorced, 3 kids. She couldn't afford the training even though she really needed it.
Yep.
Right? And the stress and all this. So, and I think, back to your question, I think the number one solution we're trying to solve is affordable strength training in a way.
Okay.
So, and I think we are cracking that code in a big way right now. So,
Yeah, I would agree. I think that you provide an opportunity for people who might not have, the means or the money to be able to do that proper weight training.
Yep, exactly.
But you provide an opportunity to extend that to the people who might be on the lower side or income, or even somebody who might not be on the lower side income but might think, oh, that's a lot of money to spend when it comes to my health and wellness. It's much easier for me to lay on my couch.
Exactly.
Because I'm in my 20s or I'm in my
Exactly.
30s, and my body doesn't hurt as much. But if you don't, nip that in the bud and take care of that now, you start creeping up. And I'm in my 30s and my body is just creaky.
I thought you were 25, not 25.
You know what? I appreciate that. You've no reason to glaze me today, but that one I appreciate.
I roast you enough, so.
You do roast me enough, so you give me one.
I'll give you a glaze here and there.
I always get jokes that I look younger, and when I was like in high school, if you looked at a picture of me, I looked like my nickname was Baby Alex. So I got a lot of people who thought I was, dude, no. And you're calling me Alex. It's Alex.
Alex.
See, this is where Nathan and I always argue because
this is funny.
I grew up with nicknames.
Yep.
Same. My best friends were Kyle and Kyle growing up.
Yep.
But I never called them by their first name. It was always Schultz and Flowers.
Yeah.
And people I worked with when I was at Imagine, it was last names and nicknames, and that's just how I've always been. So when I first met Nathan, my brain automatically goes to, well, let me shorten it so my brain can handle it better. So instead of Nathan, I go, what up, Nate? And so he goes, nah. We're nipping that in the bud right away. And then the other side of it too is in all of his gloriness of being nominated for Best of Detroit, Our magazine.
Yep, tell him.
It says Nate. It says Nate on there. And so he's been getting a lot of people who will come and, be like, oh, hey, Nate, I'd really like to. And he's like, no.
Like,
it's
no.
Nathan.
It's funny, too, because the people that I have people now who used to call me Nathan, but now they call me Nate because they saw Our Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, no. Nathan. No. Which okay,
I tell him all the time. Because I've been doing better. I believe I've been doing better.
You have.
But I tell them all the time. I say if there's an issue, you just call me Alex.
Yeah.
Because I grew up with I'm an Alec.
Yeah.
But Alex. Everybody adds the X on there. Or if they pluralize, I'm going to Alex's house. It sounds like Alex.
Yeah.
So
Alec.
I go, if I'm ever being that bad person and calling you Nate, just start calling me the wrong name, and then my brain will trigger and go, oh, I'm making the error.
And it has worked.
And it has worked because he called me Alex yesterday when I called him Nate.
It has worked.
And I go, oh, Nathan. So now every time I talk, it's just like, I feel like, well, what if I started calling you Nathaniel?
Oh, that's even worse. That's even worse.
All right, that's a new nickname. No, I'm just Nathaniel Jarowski, personal trainer to the stars of Clawson.
Sounds like I'm like part of a monarchy or something.
Yeah, no, you died many years ago if your name is Nathaniel.
Oh yeah. Sounds like I should be like on ruling over a kingdom or something.
Yeah, you're a knight. Yeah, you've been knighted. Nathaniel the Tall and Brave.
Oh, tall? Okay, I'll take that.
There you go. So if I call you by the wrong name, but I give you a compliment, that means I can call you the wrong name?
No.
All right. Let's get back on track. This is where I'm gonna go back.
See, we knew this would happen. We knew we go.
We knew this was gonna be an issue. Yeah, we already talked about this yesterday. But this is I'm gonna pull my political side into it, and I'm gonna call point of order for Robert's rules. Has nothing to do with this.
How does that mean?
That just means listen.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. All right, so. The next question I have for you is, how has your vision of JT Fitness evolved since you first started the business?
Oh man, I can think of a lot of things. I knew I wanted to be semi-private and a way where everyone could access strength training. I knew that. Yep. But the way I did it, I have so many crazy stories about this. I'll tell you one, right?
Sounds good.
So before you came to me, I had turf in my gym, right? Actually, I'll tell this story first, and I'll tell you the other one. But I had turf in my gym, and then we had 2 racks, and so the third one you see at the end, that wasn't there at the time. So, and we came to a bottleneck where we would train 3 people, even 4, right? Because at that time I was doing 4. It's crazy. If that set up, it's doable, but so we had 3 or 4 people training at a time with 2 racks and a turf space that didn't make any sense. So I was like, F it. I'm just gonna take this turf out of here, and then we had people like waiting for equipment, we had people waiting for stuff.
Yep. And
the flow wasn't there. It was all over the place, right? So I'm like, this turf needs to go, because it makes no sense. People would go to the turf and they foam roll. I had like four people foam rolling in this small little turf area. It made like no sense to me.
Just throw them in the back.
Yeah, it was like they're all in the back. You see, it made no sense to me at all. So, what we did was we took the turf out. We meaning me, because I'm the only one there right now. I used to have a coach, but not anymore. But so we took the turf out, and then we put a third rack in there to increase the flow of the sessions for better flow.
Which I think works really well.
It does. Way better than we had. Yep. So that's the first thing that I think changed a lot. And the vision was, okay, I'll have 2 people at 2 racks, 2 people at the dumbbells, and then they switch.
Yep.
But it's like what, 900 square feet, so that's not really going to work.
Yeah, it can be tough.
So, yeah. So it went from like 4 people to the session to 3 with an extra rack involved.
Okay.
So, but I have these 2 years, I have some crazy stories, Alec. I want to.
Yeah, you continue to develop. Don't worry, we're gonna dive more.
I want
to
tell
those.
you this one story. Maybe we'll wait for it.
Wait
for it, because I think this deserves to be told.
I love how you just pointed off like we have an audience here.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we do. Yeah, it's just cameras in the City Hall.
Cameras and Walter.
Yeah.
In his dark corner. Maybe one of these days we'll afford to have just a spotlight camera on Walter.
There we go. There we go, Walter. I see you. Okay.
But that's why we leave him off in the corner. So, all right, we're going to move on to this next section.
Tell me.
This next section is what do you do and who do you serve? So for the listeners who may not know JT Fitness, how would you describe what you do?
So we are a semi-private strength training facility or studio. We serve mainly 40-plus age group. It doesn't have to be 40-plus, but strength training. We have like 35-plus now on average. But we help people feel good, live healthier and longer. Yep. And become stronger. Yep. And to prevent issues down the road, to stay healthy for the families and stay healthy for their life.
Yeah, and I can see that with just who I've met through it is, you have people like the wonderful Shirley. Shirley's shout out Shirley. She's the greatest.
We love her. I want to JT Fitness. Trust me. But
yeah, if you want to work out with Shirley,
everyone has their own thing, and some people are more extroverts than others.
Yeah. If you ever watch his content on his Instagram and you see a older lady, that is Shirley. That is Shirley. And Nathan, and it's lovely of Shirley to go along with all of Nathan's harebrained schemes.
Oh,
but he'll be like, "Oh, that'd be so funny. Let's film this." And then she's like, Okay, great. And then they film it, and I'm turning, and I'm actually there working out, lifting, and they're filming some kind of skit in the corner, and I'm like, all right, well, fun.
All right, well, fun.
But that sort of goes back to the original question. It shows the the difference in who you are able to work with. It's not just a person like myself, 33, not in the best of shape, trying to get in better shape.
Yep.
My wife, who's in way better shape than I am, but, needs to build muscle because she's like, 95 pounds soaking wet. And, Shirley, who is there, on the older side, who is able to work and build those muscles and help her live a healthy life. She just got back from Florida having fun.
Yep.
So it's cool to be able to see the different dichotomy of people that you're able to help through your industry.
I also think too, and Alec, I think for you, you might think, or other people might think, oh, I gotta go do this boot camp session and get sweaty and do cardio and all this stuff, right? Yeah. But the reason why we do strength training is because muscle is one fat, and people think I gotta work my core in order to see my abs. Which, by the way, it can make your abs bigger, and stronger. But to see your abs is a body fat issue, not like a strength issue.
Yep.
And by gaining, I should say it is a strength issue as well. So to get your strength up and muscle mass up, you need to train a certain way. You can't just go into a boot camp session and get all sweaty and think you're doing the work, because that's not working smart. It's not efficient.
Correct.
And it's just injury prone.
Yeah.
You don't want that.
Yeah, you definitely don't. You want to be able to take care of yourself and have that longevity, and I think you do a good job with that.
Thank you, Alec.
Leading into the next question,
tell me,
what is your ideal client? Somebody that you would want to work with, somebody that you see. So if I'm out in public and I'm living my life and I hear somebody say some kind of trigger word for me that would connect me to you, who would that person be?
Alex Bashak.
Oh, thank you. Just me. Good thing this is on camera if you cannot see my physique. I am a pudgy man, but yes. I am also, I was an athlete for most of my life, hurt myself in high school, fell into the, I'm good. I'm young. I'm in my 20s. Let me
fall in that trap.
Drink myself and, have fun until there's no more morning. And then you catch up with it. You've put on X amount of pounds.
Oh, no.
Your body creaks every time you get up and down. I'm sure I'll get up from the seat from this podcast and feel like garbage. But, I'm being able to work for it. So in a sense, I will answer that one for you. The ideal person is anybody who wants to continue to get healthier, no matter the age, no matter the situation. There are ways that you can help them.
Yes. And also the person who doesn't like the big corporate gym atmosphere, wants a more smaller area to train in. Because, you see these trainers at corporate gyms, these big box gyms.
Yep.
They'll take their clients around the gym, train them, but a lot of people feel insecure with that because people see you with a trainer, it's like a certain thing where, oh, she's with a trainer, and oh my god, or this and that, right? So it's, oh my gosh, it's like a, oh wow, or it's just like a thing with the, like, Alec, if you were at a corporate gym, right?
Yeah.
At like LA Fitness Lifetime, right?
Yep.
And let's say you hired someone like myself, like a trainer or whatever, right? Would you be comfortable? And let's say it's like 5 p.m. or 7 in the morning.
Yeah.
Busy times. Like, they're just a bunch of people in the gym. Would you be comfortable going around that gym or that trainer training you in that environment? Yes or no?
I mean, it really depends on the moment. I for me personally, probably no.
Yeah.
I like the more semi-private feel to private feel because it gives you an opportunity to have that one-on-one. And even if you're helping out somebody else, I don't have to wait 20 minutes to get a response. You're going to be like, yeah, 1 second, we're just working through this with, Shirley or Beth or, one of the other people that are a part of your community. And I think that that's the important side of it that people do. So that leads into my next question is, what is a specific misnomer of personal training and gyms that people might not understand? What is that misconception that the gyms, gyms or personal trainers have?
That all trainers wear tank tops, eat chicken, rice, and broccoli, and are like ripped to the gills.
So you just described yourself.
No, I know those things. I know those things. I work. Here's what I do.
He wears overclothes. He wears oversized tees.
Yes, oversized hoodies.
No chicken and broccoli, because chicken and broccoli is so unhealthy.
I mean, at times it will.
I was trying to catch him.
That's what I'm doing.
And then the other time is
wait, but also Shirley made some food though.
Shirley did.
Yeah, I think people think, and the thing with the gym is that people think you'll walk into a gym and people will judge you. Like, I don't think one time you come into the gym, or you've seen it at my gym, where someone walks in and they're judged for being there.
No, normally we hide from the next group of people.
Yes, of course we do.
And try to scare the crap out of Shirley.
This is our unique selling proposition.
Yeah, that's why you should come join the gym, is when you're done working out, you hide for the next set of people who come in.
You do.
And try to scare them.
You do.
That's how we play JT Fitness.
That is the unique selling proposition of JT Fitness right there.
All right. For this next question, can you share a transformation story from a client that really stuck with you?
Yes, I can. I'm gonna pick one out of the hat right now.
Sounds good.
Latreia, and she might be happy that I mentioned her on here.
Or not.
Or not. Maybe not.
Well, don't mention any last names. And we'll move on.
I won't. But we'll call her Latreia because that's her name.
We'll give her a fake name, but we'll utilize her real government name.
Yeah. We'll utilize her name. Anyways, so Latreia came to me, and she was like, Nathan, I tried everything. I tried gyms. I tried yoga studios. I tried all this stuff. I tried the apple cider vinegar, hop on in 1 foot, squat 10 times, spin around in circles kind of thing. Yep. And she would always go to the gym, stick with it for 2 or 3 months, and then just fall off. Which, by the way, is a very common issue, right, with a lot of people.
Yeah, a lot of people struggle with that. That's for sure.
Very common issue, right? But when she came to me, or JT Fitness, I'll say that, she was able to lose 20 pounds, gain muscle mass, and adopt the healthy lifestyle that she was looking to get through those other gyms, but she couldn't.
Yeah.
So I think that says a lot about our community. And
it shows
what we do as a gym. We're not just a gym.
Shows the continued commitment.
Exactly. Yeah. And people will say, we're not just a gym. I mean, I feel like we're actually like legit
community.
We're legit. As you see now, you see what you see.
Yep. You
see stuff at JT Fitness you've never seen any other gym before.
It's very true. I mean, you'll get people who might be members at a Planet Fitness or a bigger box gym, and you know their names. You might work in a session with them or whatever the case may be, but it's not a true connection where you can spend the entire time just having fun.
Always.
And I think that that's what makes it more valuable for people who might be looking for that opportunity.
Always, yeah.
And I think that there's a lot of special when it comes to it, to be able to understand that in a place or in a world where you're you're most uncomfortable, which is gyms for a lot of people. It's whether it's a body issue or something along those lines, it really can make people struggle or feel separated from themselves. And being able to come into something where it's happy and light and still hard enough work to where you can feel the improvements in your body as you're going, I think that does justice to it. So
always.
The next section is the community and chamber connection. So this is the section that I always say, tell me why Alex Spisak is the greatest executive director. No, I'm kidding. But this is a section that I think is...
I'll tell you that.
Well, don't worry, I'll wait. But this section I think is the most important one for our podcast, because not only does it still highlight what the chamber does, but it shows the specific benefits that you felt from the chamber. And I think that I can do so much as a executive director for the chamber. I can sit down with Walter. I can sit down with Nathan. I can sit down with, Joe from Clawson Jeweler. Like, I can sit down with these people who are a part of this community and have these conversations. but I can only do it so much justice. And as an employee, you know, people are always like, oh yeah, well, you're going to always say your product's superior, just like at Nathan's Gym or at Hooper Marketing. You guys are always going to be able to push yourselves. But when I can hear it from somebody else to tell me, you know, what the chamber has done to help them, it knows that I'm going in the right path. So this first question I have for you is, what made you choose Clawson as a place to build your business, even though we've already touched on that? And even more so, what made you join the Clawson Chamber of Commerce?
So to answer your first question, Clawson is a very tight-knit community, and it's in proximity with Birmingham and Bluefield Hills and Royal Oak. So I think having and also Clawson does support a vast majority of the small businesses too. It's like a thing here, where people want to support. They don't want to go to the big box gym over down the road. They want to go to the local place where they can support their community. And the Clawson Chamber, I think, helps support small businesses too. And it gives you a community, because once again, you should never be an island in business. You should always, like my business coach tells me, I've heard some multiple mentors I've had, they say you should never be an island. You should always have a tribe. So people, but also it should also be like-minded too. So you shouldn't be in a room that, so if you're going to grow a business and you want to go to the next level, you shouldn't be with a bunch of people who really can't help provide that for you. And obviously, you know, you have your friends that are, but also for professionally, you should have people who are a step ahead of you or are going toward a goal that you want to achieve. So that's about it. I think networking too is a big one. But yeah, just never really being an island in business is not a good idea. I mean, it's lonely for sure. Business is lonely,
and that's what the chamber brings. It brings that connectivity to be able to say, oh, hey, I might need help. Maybe JT Fitness in the future needs to start a podcast. Boom, you've got Hooper Marketing there to help you. It's a community to be able to have those conversations and know those networks are there. And I think that's the most important. How has, for our next question, how important has the community support been in growing JT Fitness?
In Clawson? A big part. I think half my community is from Clawson, probably a little more than that actually. Because they all want support. They all want to chip in. And
well, I mean, you even saw that in your drive when Our Detroit first did for nominations. You know, you said, hey, you know, if you have time, go check it out and look at that. I mean, out of all the businesses. And there are so many different markets.
First place, by the way. We're first place. Oh, absolutely.
I already.
You're here first, guys. First place.
I already told him
in both.
I already told him if he gets first place in one of them, he's going out for a steak dinner.
Clawson Steakhouse, baby.
Clawson Steakhouse. Hopefully they win too. But the most impressive thing on that is, out of all of the gyms, out of all of the people in Metro Detroit, I mean, you think of Metro Detroit as, I mean, so many counties. Oakland County, one of the biggest counties in Michigan. Wayne County, Livingston County. I think Washtenaw might even be a chunk in there in that.
Macomb, too.
Macomb in that, you know, the Metro Detroit sense. And throughout all of those counties, I mean, this is probably where a gross majority of the Michigan population lives, you know, maybe 3 to 4, maybe 5 million people in this small section. And that is probably hundreds of gyms, hundreds of trainers.
At least.
And you made it into the top 5 in 2 sections. So that is a real testament to what you do. And that is also a testament to the support of the community. And being able to have a chamber in the background saying, hey, you need to go vote for these businesses, support local, support Clawson.
Absolutely.
So I think that one's pretty cool. My next question is, how has being involved with the Clawson Chamber of Commerce helped your business connect with other locals?
Through the events. No, I attended my first event. It was like a whiskey
speed networking.
It was solid. You know, we had a good time. You know, a lot of fun conversations we had, a lot of good connections. So that's a big one too. And You got euchre nights. I never played euchre, but we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, you're gonna come test it out.
Test it out.
And then the other aspect of it too is going back to sort of talking about the community. The importance of that community shows how many people came through and voted for you for the Clawson Chamber Business of the
that
Month.
too. Yes,
you know, and you won that. Was that end of last year, or was that?
No, it was October.
October, yeah. So it just shows that the support is there for your business, whether it's chamber, whether it's, you know, local citizens. And I think that part is very cool.
I agree. I appreciate that.
Let's see. What is our next question? What would you say about another small business owner who is thinking about joining the Clawson Chamber?
Gotta have support and don't be an island.
Gotta have support and don't be an island, and join the Clawson Chamber.
And join the Clawson Chamber of Commerce, guys. Of course, because it is the community connection.
There we go.
I wrote the sign over there.
There you go. The community connection and your one-stop shop for business advocacy.
Exactly. And a lot of cool events, a lot of great people. So, you know, you get to, and also we may have an event at maybe Edge AE Fitness. We'll see.
Yeah, we have talked about that. There is an opportunity. Yeah. Maybe we'll do we were talking about doing your strongest deadlift, and if you hit that, Nathan will grill you a burger out back.
No, Shirley will.
Shirley will. But it'll still be.
You don't want me to grill your burger.
Yeah, give you the greasiest burger you can.
Shirley can make a mean burger. Smash burgers.
I bet
it's really good.
She's the Canadian Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, I think. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
There you go.
She brought a grill. She brought a portable grill into my studio and started making burgers. It's crazy.
That does not surprise me.
It was like fresh off the grill.
Yeah.
The grill right there.
That sounds like Shirley.
And then also loaded tater tots too.
There you go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Solid.
I like that. All right, so this next section that we're going to jump into is outside of the Toot Alex Own Horn section. It's sort of classified as growth journey. So throughout your time in the industry and your own business, what is the toughest lesson that you've learned as a fitness business owner?
I think it's it was a hard thing for me to realize at first, but being a trainer does not necessarily mean being a good trainer, if that makes sense. I'll explain what I mean. So in the industry, trainers think that you just come to the industry and you can, or start a gym, or it is, right? They think that you'll just be training people, you'll be fully booked all the time, you'll always have 40 clients off the bat, no business acumen at all. But the skills in business are way more important in fitness. And by the way, you have to be a great trainer too, but you have to. Being a trainer, that skill set is freaking important.
No.
But business will make or break you in the fitness industry. You have to have the business skills in order to make it, right? Or quote unquote make it. Because if you don't, then how on earth are you going to stay in business? You know? So
very true.
There are so many trainers out there and they don't know how to market themselves. But if you know how to market yourself, you'll always have great set of people around you to train and but you have to know business and fitness. Being a great trainer is only one part of it. You gotta have multiple skills, multiple skill sets.
Okay.
So, and you're also though don't kid me though. You have to have the knowledge of the body and anatomy and physiology to know how to train people correctly though too. Because you don't want people getting hurt or getting injured or and actually seeing results too.
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's something that's very important. You need to be able to work on that.
Yeah, I came to you with over an Instagram DM, right? Mm-hmm. So that's not being a trainer, that's being a business guy, you know?
Yeah.
So
hey, I mean, it's being able to have those conversations and learn about businesses and being able to be like, hey, I can help.
Yeah.
You know, it's not just a situation where you're, I'm just trying to make a sale. You see the difference in somebody who really wants to make a change in their life, and you say, sign up, Buttercup, I'm here. This is what we're here to do.
Exactly.
And I think that's important because there are a lot of people who do really well with that, who are also in your industry. there's never that. But then there's a lot of people too who just focus on, at the end of the day, well, they were trained and I'm, move on. But I mean, you, I think, go above and beyond. You text me and be like, are you dead today? Was okay? Or are you okay? Are you alive? Like, I mean, you give those caring ads to your business. So I appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
What is a trend in health and fitness that you're the most excited about right now?
I think we are not threatened by AI. I think we can use it to our advantage.
Okay.
And I think because we're such a people-oriented business, that AI won't necessarily AI may take some jobs, right? But knowing how to use AI will just enhance what we do.
Okay.
And I think also like the rise of strength training too overall is a big one.
Yep.
The more you strength train, the longer you'll live. So I think our generation is starting to realize, okay, I need to get in the gym, lift some heavy weights in order to be healthy. Because in the past it was just cardio, and hopefully I burn fat, but I get skinny. But now it's like I want to be toned, and whatever tone means, right? But
that's fair. So this is sort of a connection to the growth journey. It sort of adds into the vision and the future of your business. When you look ahead 5-10 years, what is the hope for JT Fitness? What does it look like?
I want to be doing this as long as I can do this for. My vision is to always be doing this type of work because I love doing this type of work and really growing my skill set in the business to all it can be. I think it's funny because I always tell myself, if I had like $100 million in the bank, I would still be doing this today. So yeah. So I mean,
and through that,
still roasting Alec.
Through that, obviously, I mean, if you got $100 million, give me some. But two, I think to add to that, based on conversations we've had in the past, as you grow too, a goal would be to maybe find bigger space and to be able to expand or maybe franchise or do opportunities.
I think
like
multiplications for sure is in the cards for sure. Multiplications, but I'm still. I want to stay far away. I want to stay far away from that.
Well, that's why I say 5 to 10 years instead of the next 2 years.
Yeah, I think
years.
multiplications is for sure in the cards. I mean, but I don't know how far away I am from that. But I would like to say I'm closer than I would think. I like to think.
Yeah.
But I gotta get my business being like a top in order to even like think about that.
That's fair.
And also I think too, I think I'd rather have like multiple of these studios than have one big one, because I think that's the route I would probably choose to go.
Okay.
Now, is a big space wrong? No, but I think for me personally, that sounds like it's a solid vision for it. So
that's fair.
Yeah.
All right. So this sort of this is a section of the podcast where we start to wind down.
Sure.
I'm gonna have some personal / rapid fire questions.
Tell me.
And then we have Walter's Corner.
Walter's Corner?
I'm testing out I'm testing out theme songs.
Is there a jingle involved in this?
I'm working on them. I'm thinking about the opening for this one just being Reading Rainbow, but adding some lyrics in there.
See, aren't you happy you get to do this for work?
This job has been, don't get me wrong, this job comes with its own stresses because this is definitely a self-starter position.
Yes.
I need to wake up and make sure that I am grinding from morning to close to help every business. But the added benefit of what this job does for me is to be able to work and sit down and do these podcasts and do these different things to help spotlight businesses across Clawson and around. And it is special.
Yes.
That is for sure.
For sure. I think back. Oh, go on.
Oh, are you going to take over the podcast now?
Yeah, of course.
Go ahead. No, I want to hear what you have to say.
Okay, I was just saying, I was about to say, like, I think in my field too, I feel the same way. But it's just like the people that you meet.
Yep.
For you too, like, you get to meet a bunch of businesses in the area. I think
gets a lot. And don't start down the rabbit hole, because I know exactly where you're going to go.
I was thinking.
You don't say any of those words that I've ever said to you.
I'm not.
Because this goes out to the public.
I know. I was like, wait.
He's gonna. You know what?
I'm on podcast right now.
This is the difference. Is I'll tell Nathan something, and it's not that it's incompetence. It's not like it's not something that is maybe considered public or whatever the case may be.
I mean, kind of.
And then he turns around and he'll be like a lost puppy dog, and be like, "Ooh, can I tell everybody?" And I'm like, "No, Walt." See, I'm starting to blame it on Walter.
You told me one
I go,
thing.
"No, Walter, wrong person."
You told me one thing.
But those things.
You told me one thing, and I was like, "Wait, can I tell my members yet?" And you're like, "No."
I'm like, "No."
You're like, "No, not yet."
Take a pause. I gave you a positive thought on something, so that's why I'm gonna monitor what you say. He's gonna get me in trouble. All right, so these are the personal and rapid fire questions. What is one piece of advice that you would give somebody who is just starting out their fitness journey today?
I would say there's no perfect workout or split. The perfect split is what you can stick with.
Consistent.
And it's so cliche. It's so cliche, but it's so true. I would say this: take your week or month and pick 2 days to work out, or go to the gym, or yoga, whatever it is. But don't worry about the diet stuff, because you'll be overwhelmed with that. Do that for a month straight. Then once you're consistent with that, then go up to 3 days a week. But don't miss. Pick a time. You cannot miss this. If you miss this, you have to have some sort of
life or death.
Well, consequence for yourself.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like, I remember any goal I have for myself, I set consequence for it. I'm like, if I don't hit this goal, I got to go and, I don't know, whatever I got to do. But
I'll set my punishments.
Yeah, I got to go take out trash cans, and I don't know whatever it is. But.
There we go. Yeah. Because he knows where I live. Oh, no.
I do. I walk past it every day almost. Now I know where you live. I know exactly where.
Scary.
Yeah.
What keeps you motivated to show up every day and help people change their lives?
Wait, hold on again.
What keeps you motivated every day to continue to show up and help people change their lives?
Good question. That's a really good question.
I told you I'm full of them.
Yeah, that's a really good question. I think it's the ability to know I'm actually making an impact in society instead of not, if that makes sense.
It
like,
does.
I'm not working, and by the way, I would die if I worked any sort of
9 to 5
desk job. I would, like, just, I'm like, guys, good run. But this is the end. So, but,
your ADHD would implode.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
It would be crazy. We should do one day experiment with that. See how it goes.
I'll let you sit in my office for 8 hours, and I'm sure you.
I wouldn't last 3 minutes.
Sure, I'll lock you in there too.
I wouldn't last 30 minutes. I wouldn't last 20 minutes, but. And I think just being like boxed, like the whole like structure would be like just death sentence to me. But anyways, I think the ability to directly see an impact is what, and also do for people what fitness did for me.
Yeah. And
to do for people that I know would have benefited my past family had I had,
done that in advance.
Exactly. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I was like, what, in first grade?
Well,
Yeah,
I get where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I totally get it, and I appreciate that answer, because I think that shows the trueness and the kindness behind what you do and how you help people.
Yep.
This one's super easy. What's your favorite exercise?
Telling Alec to do more reps.
Yeah, that's fair. Now I need an actual answer, or else you're gonna end up with a reverse crunch, and that's what you're.
It's funny. I think my favorite exercise is probably squats.
Yeah.
Probably squats. Squats.
Working on that BBL.
Just freaking. Oh, yes, the BBL.
Sorry, I had to.
Yes,
the
BBL.
I had to add that.
Yes.
Because he's a special human being, and that's his fun. All right. Okay. Now, outside of favorite exercise, what is the hardest workout you've ever done? And you can't say reverse crunches.
Like an exercise or workout?
we'll just say an exercise, not like a full thing, but what is the hardest thing in your time you've been doing this where you're just like, I never want to do that again?
Heavy squats.
That's fair.
Yeah. Well, actually, there's times.
I love how you said your favorite is squats and then your hardest is.
And honestly, it's fair. It's funny because squats challenge me the most to grow, but they're hard. They aren't easy. There are many times where if I'm doing, and by the way, I'll say this too, heavy squats is like 4 plates on a bar, and I try not to do that stuff to do too much of that because there's not really no benefit to it.
Yep. Besides,
if I can actually do that way for like 8 reps.
Okay.
But they challenge me to grow, and there's a total body movement. And I think that's important to have.
That's
so
fair.
I think it's very important to have.
All right, this is my last question before we jump over to Walter's corner.
No. Alec, oh no.
If you can give me one health habit everyone should start today, what would it be?
Strength training. ASAP. Like, don't even wait. Just like Alec, I want to disrupt your viewership, but drop the podcast and go strength train.
Yeah, well, I will see you tomorrow morning.
Or listen to this while you're on the treadmill or on the tower rack.
Strength train. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is that at the end of the day, one is what you do, but two, it's an opportunity for people to know that building your strength is the most important.
Have to. If you don't, that is a literal death sentence.
Yeah.
If you don't, like, you are asking to die early.
Yeah.
Like, it sounds terrible, but you are.
Well, we don't want that.
Yeah, we don't want that.
We don't want that.
No.
All right, now we are heading over to our wonderful friend Walter Hooper, who lives in his dark, shady corner. We're going to hand the mic off to Walter, and
all right, Walter,
we are going to say, Walter, what are your questions for Nathan Jarowski?
I got two.
Oh, all right.
You got two, because I know, Alec, you got to get going.
Are they from ChatGPT?
No.
Okay.
Nathan, tell us one thing that you do that you don't like and why.
Wait, something that I do, but I don't like?
Yes. Tell us something that you do that you don't like and why.
Oh, man. You know what? I thought of this. It's walking Storm in like -2 degrees.
And by the way, Storm is
my husky,
beautiful dog.
Yes, he's a beautiful dog. But
who is friends, not directly, but with my dog, because he'll always walk by where I live, and my dog will be in the window going like, "Oh my God, it's my best friend."
Yeah. Here's the thing: Storm, the cold weather, the cold weather, right? But also Storm, he's a husky. He loves the weather. He loves the cold weather. So I'm like. Yeah. He likes it, so I guess I'll go out and walk him because he loves this weather.
Yeah.
I've never seen a dog love more snow more than this guy.
Yeah.
But that's one thing, and it is a pain because that wind will whip in your face, and it will be relentless.
Yeah.
That's one thing.
All right. My last question for you: when you're not being the business owner and the boss that you are, the peak fitness
CEO,
leader,
professional that you are, what are some of your favorite hobbies and activities you like to do outside of work?
I like to walk Storm. That's one. I like to try out. So it's funny. I've had this new thing I'm doing on Saturday nights where I go and try out restaurants, just like random restaurants for myself. I'll go to a restaurant. And I'll just try it.
There you go.
You know. That's what I've been doing.
What about your YouTube hobbies?
That too. I do a lot of YouTube hobbies. That's part of my business too, though, I think. So
abandoned buildings are. Nathan's a big fan of watching people exploring abandoned buildings.
Urban exploring. I'm on an urban exploring kick right now. What happens? This guy, Urbex Hill, he goes and explores abandoned buildings. And he happens to catch paranormal activity. It's kind of fascinating to me. Yeah. So it's fascinating.
I told Nathan we could go find an abandoned building and leave him in there overnight and see what happens.
Yeah, there you go. Alec actually used to be an urban explorer.
I had a stint in high school and college where I would go into buildings that I probably should not have been in. And that was... That's the upside of living in Metro Detroit, where there are a bunch of abandoned buildings.
Yeah,
Especially in my side of town.
Yes, yeah.
The east side.
The east
You
side,
know,
baby.
There's a lot, and it's.
Alex, are you east side, west side guy?
I mean, I grew up in Berkeley. I would probably consider myself a centrist if we were.
a moderate centrist.
That sounded really bad. I'm going to retract that statement, Walter. You definitely have to. We are not talking about politics here. We are talking about location. Geographically, I am centrally located in Metro Detroit. Because if you're talking east side, you're talking Grosse Pointe,
St. Clair Shores, Detroit.
Yep, that's true.
That side.
That's my time.
And if you're talking west side, you're talking more like Novi, Farmington.
No, I'm not a fan.
Even out to like
fan.
Livonia, stuff like that.
Not a fan.
I'm more of centrally located. I can jump on the. Yeah, no, we are not talking about politics here. I am not a centrist. That is bad. I am so sorry. That's my continued issue with me is. So most people are born with a filter.
Sure.
Your brain stops you and goes, oh, maybe you shouldn't say that out loud.
Like my business comment, I was gonna comment, but then I didn't say it.
Yep. And so, see, you were successfully filtered by your own brain. Myself, unfortunately, even being a politician, I don't have that filter, and so I try not to get in trouble. But I'm also an honest person, so when I go and I have those conversations. Yeah. Some things come out that I don't think about before I say them, even if they're true or not true, which that one was not true. I don't know. I feel like we should just go find a port, grab a bunch of tea, throw it in the ocean, and
Boston Tea Party,
and start all over again. If we're really gonna break down the military-industrial complex in the United States, I mean, we're fighting a war right now that has $1 million missiles shooting down $50,000 drones. It's just never gonna last. So. Maybe that'll be the next podcast Walter and I start, where we just talk about the world and politics.
Ooh, I'm down.
But you tell me when. We'll do back-to-back recordings. Just me talking for 4 hours straight. No, so I don't know what's gonna make it into this. Walter might cut some of it. If he doesn't, you've seen a different side of Alex Bishak, and I'm sorry. It's just who I am.
Staying in.
Not a centrist.
That's the title of the episode.
Yeah, it has nothing to do with Nathan now. Just cutting it out. But so this is the end of the podcast.
Okay.
It ended a little more aggressively than I normally like it to. I appreciate you taking the time.
Of course.
You are a rock star.
Yeah, I appreciate
You're
that.
one of my favorite people to talk to.
Appreciate it. Thank you, Alec. Is that you, Alec? Oh.
It is.
Oh,
it is.
Alec.
I tell you that all the time.
Appreciate
There's
it.
our dap up for the day.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, it even echoes for like that. What we ran into each other at Clawson High School, and we had the craziest dap up.
Oh, that echoed.
It echoed down the halls.
Oh man,
it was crazy.
Did you know who I was when you were in Clawson High School? Did you know that?
Yes, Nathan.
Did you watch my content too?
Yes.
You
want to know why?
How about YouTube videos?
You want to know why?
Why?
Because you're a Clawson Chamber member, and I need to know who you are. And then we became friends.
I was a Clawson Chamber member for like a year, and I never got any greeting, right? I was like,
yeah.
You know what?
Well, now I am.
But
I hadn't taken over yet.
It's true.
I am building my way of doing things, and everything continues to evolve. So this is the last little bit. You can take that beautiful face of yours, Nathan, and look directly into that camera and say where people can find you, follow you, information, all that stuff.
Just follow me on Instagram. So my gym Instagram is JT Fitness Studio, or my Instagram personal one is Jarowski Nate.
There we go.
Done.
Easy peasy. And you can be reached out.
Yeah.
And
DM me. Even if it's not about fitness, just anything.
Yeah.
But
if you want
I'm
to
also probably about this though. But I mean,
if you want to connect business wise, or if you're a fan of exploring abandoned buildings and you want to take Nathan along, or if you want to be if you want to be on our next podcast about the military industrial complex of the United States and what a nightmare we're in, DM me. So this is where I say thank you. This is where I want to say continue to follow what the Clawson Chamber does. Make sure to check us out, www.clawsonchamber.org, where we have all of our information, all of our events coming up. Easy to join. If you're interested, please reach out to me, alec@clawsonchamber.org. Give me an email, and I would love to set up a time to come talk with your business. We have a lot of different opportunities coming up here in Clawson and in the surrounding areas. This is Growing Clawson, a Clawson Chamber podcast powered by Hooper Marketing. Thank you again. A shout out to Walter Hooper for just being my laugh track and backbone of this entire project. So I appreciate it. But so we've got a lot of great opportunities here, and I appreciate everybody who takes the time to listen, tune in, or check out what we do. Please make sure to check out Nathan, JT Fitness. He does an amazing job. He's an amazing business in this community, and we look forward to continue to working with him. Again, this is Alex Bischock signing out from the Clawson Chamber podcast, Growing Clawson, powered by Hooper Marketing. I feel like I should end it on a song, but I'm just going to say goodbye.
See you guys.
See ya. Thank you again for joining us today. This is another episode of Growing Clawson, a Clawson Chamber of Commerce podcast powered by Hooper Marketing. Please make sure to like and subscribe and to leave a comment on future opportunities or people you'd like to see us interview.